I lightly sketched a bird first, and now I'm applying black just to his head. For his chest and belly, I'm mixing cream, orange, and brown. And this will be a nice warm tan color. It's not going to stay this color, this is just our base, but that way we have the warmth in there. I always mix my own colors. Your finished product will be more realistic. We're starting with a layer of white, and where it touches the black, it is going to blend out a little bit and become gray. That's good, we want that. And you can always dip back into your white paint. I didn't even rinse my brush in between because I want to blend it. And then just heavier white on top again. The layering really makes things look real also. Time for more mixing. This becomes a taupey color, so a gray, white, black, brown, and cream. It's a little too dark. I'll add a bit more cream to this, and there you have a taupe. And a taupe to me is just a beigey, warm gray. It's a nice neutral. Applying that to a little section here in his back area. Swings around to the side a little bit. Now we're going to just add some blacks in here. See, wherever my paint is wet, the taupey area that we just did, when I touch my brush into that, it blends it. So it's simple. It's really simple. The brush is doing the work for me. Adding a little white here too. So we're just bouncing back and forth between whites and blacks, and I'm not rinsing my brush. You can if you want, but I really like that blending. Continue working back and forth with blacks and whites. Did rinse my brush in here just to apply that black. Extending the tail feathers a little bit. I am going to keep some solid black and solid white throughout this. Much more dramatic when you have that extreme difference. So blending is important, but I really like to have that black and white. Now going back to white, clean brush. So I'm adding white in the middle of the head here, really concentrating on that area, which will make my bird's head look more round. And putting some detail into the eye. Remember, white in the eye always brings out the reflection and the fact that our eyes are wet. And you can see by placing that white there in the center, it is just instantly giving him more shape. Putting some whites back in here. A chickadee does have some pure white on the front and sides of him, so I am putting that in, and we'll just touch up with the cream over top of this when I'm ready. So here we go, adding that back in a little bit, not blending fully. Just as our white adds highlights, the black adds depth or lowlights. Just separating some tail feathers here. Black will also give us more definition in between these feathers of the wing. You can hand paint a line here if you want to, or you don't even have to add it, but I want to place the feet on an edge. So I'm using blue tape just for a nice clean edge. Pull off the tape. Now I'm going to work on that chest and belly area. I know we've already done this a couple times, but this will be the last time I do it. So the last of the layers is on here. The reason I have to go over this so much is because of the crackle finish in underneath. So I don't want my bird to be transparent. Just blopping this on. Makes it look more like feathers. Working on the legs here. Now I'm realizing that the legs are a little too long for the bird. So we're going to fix that. So to bring the feet up a little bit, see what that would look like. Yes, I want to go with that. So now we'll just raise this ledge a little bit. Beauty of paint, you can paint over. Starting with black, we're going to hit the ledge here. Now I'm going to add a second shadow too. That's going to be against the wall. This is more of a wet brush technique so that it stays real light. That's why I need to just blot it here and there. Plus with my shadow, I like to have it a bit darker closer to the bird and lighter as you go out. A little darker there, close to the bird. Lots of times there's double shadows. trick of my camera here, it just switched sides. But anyway, there you have it, all finished.